Okay, and here Pippin goes into some of the basic ideas that we'll be seeing in the text. So the problem of self-overcoming, the idea of will to power, which you might have heard of with Nietzsche. So what is the will to power is a will to overcome ourselves, overcome our human condition. So and this is leads into Nietzsche's idea of the Overman or the Übermensch, which used to be translated as Superman, um, but then got bad connotations with the Nazis, um, and at times has been translated as superhero. But of course, then you get into the problem with our contemporary notion of superheroes, right? So what Nietzsche is saying is that this will to power is a tremendous power that we have as human beings, but it's not a godlike power. We can do it, right? We don't need God. We don't need superheroes to do this, right? That we can, will ourselves to achieve this overman or overperson or overhuman type quality. So what that exactly means is something that we'll talk about, right? But um, Nietzsche's, there's a very sort of surprising sort of humanism to Nietzsche where, he's basically saying, we can go further as human beings, that we don't have to accept our human condition as it is. And that's what he thinks is the problem in modern life, that we accept our human condition, that we've basically given up and we don't believe in ourselves anymore. And so we're nihilists. We don't believe in anything. Okay. And so that's what Zarathustra is trying to teach people. But of course, since they're all nihilistic in the story, they don't listen to him. um, so this idea of the Übermensch, right? Again, falsely understood, in fascist circles as this type of, super person, Aryan, blah blah blah, that type of thing, right? But the overman or overhuman is really someone who overcomes himself, that can do this idea of self-transcending. And transcending means that you rise above things. And usually the idea of rising above things means that you lose your humanness. You become a god, you become a prophet, you become a superhero. Nietzsche is saying that we can have this type of self-transcendence and still be human, right? This is a will to understanding our own power. Okay. Uh, and so, yeah, Pippin will go on with that, and I'll finish up in the next podcast.